morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are. I hope you have a fantastic day. It's SoulSaint here, and we have another event coming up that's kind of very back-to-back-ish with the new Blade Master Titan event. So if you're familiar with how we handled the Zenogre event that recently just expired a while back, this is kind of very comparable. However, this one's for Rathalos himself. So continuing on with this Monster Hunter type event, I think there's going to be amongst pretty much the last little bit that you're going to be able to experience going into the last month, quote unquote, for this event. I believe that the last time we're going to be seeing anything related to the Monster Hunter collab is going to be roughly around the beginning of March. So we got a little bit of February left over, as well as the early portion of March to kind of see some things through. So with that being said, we've kind of had a lot of other champions, and Rathalos is now getting his turn. Normally, if it was anywhere near comparable to Zenogre's event, you pretty much just got a big 5-star at the end of her event. Well, with this one, you're going to be able to generate points up to about a maximum of 1,700, which, and you know, all curiosity's sake, you only need 1,500 is what they announced here. You'll need about 1,500 in total, but you can get up to 1,700, so make sure you plan your points and what you're going to dip your feet into and what you're not going to participate in accordingly. But you'll be able to get 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and of course, all the way up there to the last little bit for a 5-star champion. Or a 4-star, excuse me. I believe this it's going to max out at 4, is what I'm understanding. So if you want to get your hands on Rathalos' upgradable blessings, you are going to have to work your way up and navigate, and the higher you go up, the more you'll be able to acquire. And I think it's a no-brainer, but just in case, 1 perfect soul and then a 2-star split soul, you need to have that first soul already on that champion. So split souls have a requirement that the previous number of souls have already been, you know, basically placated. And of course, perfect souls don't. You just immediately get that star value at that point. So what do you guys feel? I feel like this is pretty spot on, pretty early, I would say. I do like how they have like the Rathalos helmet design inside the event, so you'll be able to see it on the mid-right whenever you first get into the game. And of course, you'll have the Titan event kind of laced in between there. Now, I did notice also in some other news that we're going to be having some Soulstone rushes, a Dungeon Diver related event, and this is how you're going to be able to tell that these events are going to be kind of coexisting with or in tandem with the Blade Master Titan event. You'll see where you can earn extra points. This is going to be kind of like a little bit of a telltale for you. In there, you'll be able to see that we also have, in terms of images. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to get these rewards specifically, but more often than not, it's probably likely that you're going to be able to obtain these things. So, looks like some Soulstones, so Eternal Soulstones, the big ones, are going to be up for grabs. Some XP barrels, as well as Primal Shards, which may be valuable for some of you guys. But yeah, we're going to be getting a plethora of events. I would almost say this is on the same scope of being like a mini fusion event. So be very careful with how you use your resources. If this is a champion that you're going to see through and you see a lot of usability with him, I would warrant that it's cautionable that you want to participate in these events, but also be careful not to strain yourself so thin to a point where you can't use them. With that being said, though, I definitely think it's going to be an interesting set of events. I think depending on what other amenities you'll be able to get, like whether it's glyphs or maybe even some more shards along the way. They typically do like 1 shard of each type as a milestone or something in those realms. I would say this could be a very interesting thing to do in tandem with things you're already going to be farming. So kind of be on the lookout for it. If we get any other future announcements about some particular events, like tomorrow we're going to be getting tomorrow being, you know, February the 20th, we're going to be having a Pogo event for Ancient Shards, which is kind of interesting since we just left a 2x Ancients. It's very clever of you, Plarium. This is going to be a great opportunity for you to get an additional legendary whenever you pull. So keep that in mind whenever you make your resources. But if we get any other additional like 3x or 2x events adjacent to these farming Titan events, then I'll definitely let you guys know. But let me know what you guys think. Is this something that's a little bit too straight? Do you guys feel like you've been overbeared with events or tournaments? Or do you feel like this is great because you can jump in what you want to jump in and not participate in what you don't want to participate in? I think, you know, I can see it from both angles, and as such, you know, hopefully that's going to be, you know, something that's going to be up your alley to be able to participate in. Maybe Plarium has some additional rewards to help you along the way. That'd be really great. And then also, I guess on the tail end side of things, if you haven't already finished her up, I pretty much didn't miss a single event going into it, so as of the time of this recording, I'm already done with a little bit of extra love left over for White Queen and Korra. I did, and I'll just give you a little bit of an idea, I did build up Encore for someone in the background before as a part of a takeover I did, and it was very insightful as to how good she is. She's a dope champion. If you haven't already considered using her, look into her a little bit more. She might have something for you. Anyways, with that being said, Let me know if you guys are excited about these Titan events coming up. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and always, always remember, stay ascended.
Got the